Hello, this is Agnes from the Toolset team, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create this search page using Toolset blocks and the new WordPress editor. The page displays custom post tours. We have filters, sorting controls, both use custom fields and taxonomies, but we have more great features here. For example, this special offer badge is displayed conditionally only for some of our tours. We have Pagination, and the tours are displayed on a Google map. I'll be recreating this page live so that you can see each and every step I'm taking. So let's get started. I'm gonna add a new page. Give it a name. And now we add a view. I'm gonna use the view block. Give it a name. And my view is gonna include pagination, sorting controls, the search, and I'm gonna display the results in a grid, so I'm stick to the default. We're gonna display tours. And now we are ready to design the output. Okay, so let's start with the image, which is a feature image in our case. So I'm gonna choose the Toolset image block and use dynamic sources. Let's wait a second. Okay, and we can see the post appearing. Cool. Now we are gonna add some fields, but first I will use the Toolset container block. So I can group all my fields and then add the paddings and margins easily. Okay, let's get started from the heading. Again, I'm using the Toolset heading to be able to use this dynamic fields. In this case, I'm gonna use the post title with a link. Let's make it H3. We can change the typography, for example, the font size. Okay, let's add some more fields. This time I can use the single field block. It allows me to add custom fields, but also taxonomies. So let's start from taxonomies. Toolset types, this is what we need. Okay, what else do we need to add? Again, we'll use the single field to add the price. So it's gonna be the single field price. Okay. We can set some margins and paddings. For example, 20 pixels. We can rearrange the fields. Okay. We can add more fields, for example, rating, and for this one I'm gonna choose the star rating block and again use the dynamic fields. In this case I have the rating custom field. I can also change the color of those icons to set a different one here. Okay, let's choose this one. And again, the margin. Okay, the same for the price. Again, I can change the font to bold. Actually, in my case, I need to put the $sign before the value, so let's do this trick. Cool. What else do we need here? Max number of participants. So again, single field block, custom field, tours, which is my custom post type, and max number of participants. Okay, so let's preview what we got so far. Actually, now I'm previewing on the front end, but yes, as you can see, it looks pretty much the same of what I get in the backend. Here I can add some margin. And we are ready to add more styling. So first of all, let's switch the view to the 3 columns as in our example. So I'm gonna switch to this view loop output level to change the number of columns from the default 2 to 3. Let's wait a second. It's refreshing. Okay, now we can see 3 columns, and we can add some styling on this loop item level, which represents the single tour in this case. So margin and paddings. Let's set the top margin and the bottom, and okay, and we're gonna add some shadows. Okay, so let's reset those options and increase the blur and decrease the spread, and maybe also the overlay. Okay, for this one we can preview the changes on the front end. Okay. Hey, it looks decent enough. Okay, we are ready with the output, and now we're gonna add this special offer badge conditionally, because only some of our posts have this special offer marked in a custom field. So to make that happen, I'm gonna use the Toolset conditional block. Conditional. It allows me to display the content based on the condition I'm gonna set. So in this case, I'm gonna ask for my post to be checked. Yes, the current one, which is tours. And I'm gonna check the special offer field. This is a custom field, a checkbox, and when its value is check, which means it's set to 1, it's gonna represent the special offer. Okay, the condition is ready, and now I'm gonna display the button. Again, I'm gonna use the Toolset button to be able to access the dynamic sources. So in this case, I'm gonna link to my post. So I'm gonna choose post URL. What else can I do here? Change the label, special offer. I can add the icon. I can choose from font awesome icons, so I'm gonna choose the one I need. Oh, this one. Cool. And let me increase the spacing. Oh, that looks pretty decent. And what else? I can change the typography if needed. For example, I don't know, 90. and set up some margins. Let's say 40, 50. Change the color. Actually, in our case, we don't need to change the color. We just need to reset the borders. Okay, let's preview it. As you can see, only this tour got the special offer badge because it actually has this relevant custom field set. So we are all good. Okay, now we are ready to add some filters. So now I'm gonna move to this section and use the Add Search Field button to add the filters. All my filters will be based on my custom fields or the taxonomy or the custom taxonomy I have set for my tour type. So let's get started with the tour types taxonomy. Okay, it's gonna be a drop-down list. We can enter the label for the default option. Okay, let's add more filters. So for example, the city. Again, it can be a drop-down. Max number of participants. The price. Actually, it's gonna be the max price. So I'm gonna change the defaults for this field. So I'm gonna choose a different comparison operator and lower than or equal to. Okay, let's add a few more fields. For example, the special offer. Let's switch off the default labeling, the upper one. What else do we have here? Rating and search. Okay, so let's add rating as our next filter. And in this time, we can convert it into something else. For example, a set of checkboxes. Cool. And last, let's add the text search filter. It will let us search the content of our tours. So yes, post content and the title. Okay, we can change the label, keyword. Now let's add the search button. Okay, and the reset button. Let's preview it. Okay, our filters are here. We can check if they are working. So for example, let's choose the tours with 4 stars. Submit. Okay, it seems to work. We can see only the tours with a 4-star rating. Cool. So let's arrange the filters into columns now. So for this, I'm gonna use the native columns block. Okay, and And again, let me use this navigation to increase the number of columns to 3. And now I'm ready to move my filters where I want them to be. Tour types, city, max price. Okay, so the city filter goes here. Max price, this one, sorry, this one goes here. Max number of participants goes here. Special offer somewhere here. And here I'm gonna use nested columns, so columns, WordPress columns again. And sorry, this rating, this one should go here. Let me remove the automatic paragraph block. Oh, special offer, this one goes here. And the keyword, once again the keyword, and again we can use some nested columns here for the submit button. We can align this one and this one. Let's remove this block and this one. Okay, let's preview our changes. Cool. Now it looks pretty good. Now let's take care about the sorting controls. Okay, so by default we get the post date, but in our case we want to display the newest post first, and we can change the label, date added. We can include the sorting direction. Okay, what else? We can add another sorting control. This time we'll sort the items by price. Again, let's change the label, and we can also change the default text for the standing and descending. Our standing will be low to high in this case, and high to low. Okay, now we can put the icon, the label above the sorting controls. Cool. And now we can actually, we're all set, I guess. Let's check the front end. Okay, let's check if that works. Price, high to low. Yes, it does. It works. Cool. We can clear the filters. Okay, what else do we need? We need the map. This is also easy. We just need to use the map block. But for this one to appear, you need to have the Toolset Maps plugin installed and activated as well. Okay, and now we want to display the markers, but the markers, we want them to come from dynamic fields. So actually I'm gonna choose this option, view block, and now the markers are based on the view. I put it here. This is my only view for this page, so it was automatically detected. Cool. Now we can also add something to appear for the pop-up. So in this case, I'm gonna link to the post title. Okay, you see? It seems to work. And what else can we do here for the map? For example, set map height, and what else? Turn it to satellite. Cool. Let's stick to the defaults, and yes, to enable clustering. Let's preview our changes. Okay, it seems to work. Let's choose a tour. It's linking to the individual tour page, and this is what we expected. Actually, we need one more thing here. The pagination. Let me show you how easy it is to add one. Actually, we already have the pagination controls here because this is what we've chosen at the beginning, but now let me style it. So I'm gonna center the controls, and I'm gonna choose to display 6 items per page. And what else can I do here for the styling? I can choose the background color for the current page. Here I can change the color. Okay. And what else? I can also change the styling for the hover stage, but I'm not gonna do it now. Basically, I think you get the idea. So I think we are all done. Let's just quickly preview the changes. Yeah, the pagination controls are here. You can also change the color of those links from blue to any other color you need, and the same applies for the border. Okay, that's pretty much it, and I hope you like it.